So what is our today concept? What is iOS and uh, what is the technologies we are using and uh, what is the programming language and that stuff we will discuss today. Okay. So just I created one PPT for today class. Next class onwards, we can only focus on only programmatical and Xcode only. Okay. So today my goal is, so what is OS? iOS. So we know the OS. I mean, in Windows and Mac, I mean, every mission, they have own operating system, correct? In same way, so for Apple is introduced iOS. So iOS is nothing but iPhone operating system. So this will work in iPhone, iPad, iPod, and previously we have the iPods as well. So that devices is using in this iOS operating system. Okay. So what is the use of this one? This is very smooth and user friendly and performance wise very smooth. And we can easily integrate the what are the functionalities if you want to use the push notifications. So whatever the functionalities, maps and everything, we can easily interact with this operating system. So that is the main advantage of iOS. Okay. What are the next? What is the common iOS devices? So commonly, when in iOS is mainly used for iPhone and iPad, and previously, I mean, currently no, I mean, Apple is continued iPod Touch. Okay, these devices are mainly using in iOS operating system. I mean, iPhone operating system. Okay, today class also little bit is nothing but is an theoretical. So what is the, I mean, we need to learn why we need to choose iOS and what is the advantages. So that's why I'm little bit focusing on in this concept. And second one, already I created one index. So some of the people are no, I don't know. So this is the index. So already what are the concepts yesterday we discussed and today what are the concepts I'm explaining. This one also we can, I mean, available here. Okay, sounds good. Okay.
Yes.
So little bit of a short history of iOS. So when it will be started and what is the, I mean, little bit history. So I didn't focus on when that much. It just is so which version is released when, what is the year and what is the features and everything. And latestly in this week is released iOS 17. I mean, iOS 18 in 2024, this September, when in Monday, they released iOS 18. So here they introduced one of the concept is Apple intelligence is nothing but as a, how we are calling as an AI functionality. So same way, they introduced Apple intelligence. So based on that, we can easily integrate, we can capture the image. So based on the captured image, we can easily get the information and we can give the invoice, I mean, voice messages. Based on that, we can fetch the details, so on. I mean, we know the concepts. I mean, Siri. I mean, how many numbers I don't know exactly. So Siri is the one type of uh, app. So this is mainly focusing on voice commands only. So what is the main advantage of this Siri? So you can give the instructions based on the instruction that will be automatically, it will give the uh, voice type of operations. So we can give pay options or something. So we can dictate or different types of nowadays Siri application is we are using. Okay. And this is the some short history. So I'm not focusing on that much. Okay. So just for reference purpose, I am giving this context, but this is not useful for interviews or something like that. Clear? Okay. Coming to next one. So we know the I mean, so what is iOS? So this is our iPhone operating system. So what is the main advantage of this iOS and how we need to implement the iOS applications? So iOS applications, we can use one IDE. IDE is nothing but as an integrated development environment. Yesterday, I shown you how what is the Xcode and how we can create and how we can drag. So that is called as an Xcode. This Xcode mainly we can implement the softwares for iOS, macOS, and watchOS and tvOS. And recently they launched Vision Pro apps also. So that is also we can use the Xcode. So this Xcode, we can develop the mobile application and we can test it and we can debug it and we can push the build to App Store this using this Xcode. So this Xcode almost we can cover all the concepts. What are how we can create the buttons and all that stuff we can easily we are in we can use in this Xcode. Okay. So what's the key features of this Xcode? So this is nothing but as an code editor. How we have like Eclipse, Android Studio, and Virtual Studio. So same way, this is the one type of code editor. What is the advantage of this code editor? We can give the text editor with, we can run the syntaxes. What are the syntaxes we are giving? That syntaxes that will be compile and execute the our what are the statements we are given, that statements automatically it will execute. So that is the main advantage of this Xcode. And second one is interface builder. Interface builder is nothing but what are the components we want to see in our UI, like buttons or labels, all the user face interfaces. So we can easily drag or we can write the syntax using the programmatical syntax and like that. So that's why so much of user friendly. This is the ID. Okay. And the next one, third one, this one is the main important simulator, because nowadays everyone, when we want to implement the applications, iOS applications, sometimes we need to run in different devices. So that time every, company don't purchase the all the iPhones and iPads. So they can easily use the simulator. So this simulator, what are the OS of which OS we want to test it and what is the device we can choose using in this simulator. This is nothing but as an virtual devices. So it will be run how run in real devices, the same way it will work on. But some of the functionalities is not work, like phone calling and some of the functionalities it's not doesn't work. But simulators is 95% of how the real-time functionalities it's work same way. So this will be works. And fourth one is debugging. When we are getting the some issues or bug or that time we can easily resolve using in this Xcode. So we can use the breakpointers and where, exactly where is the crashing is occurred. And that type of, we can easily identify using in this Xcode. And instruments, what is the main use of instruments? How much memory our app is occupying, because some of the applications they companies they are planning for more mobile gaming applications. So that time they can check the how much performance the app is taking. For example, you can take the one map application, location tracking or something. So that time the app, how much memory is occupying and how much performance it's giving and exactly the memory is are releasing or not, and how, what is the CPU performance and is it energy consumption. This all the things will cover in this instruments tech concepts. Okay, this is also one of the part in Xcode only. Okay, and next, version control. So nowadays everyone using the gate and the source tree and all. So what are the source controls we have that will be automatically we can integrate with in this version control? whenever, if you want to commit your code, you can easily commit from using the Xcode only. Okay. Let's, hello. Hello.
Hello. Yes. Yes.
Okay. So that is the main advantage of version control. And the next one, app distribution. So everything, I mean, the app is implemented, the testing is done, everything is working fine. So then we want to publish our app to App Store. On the time, we can use in this Xcode, we can easily generate the build and we can push build to for testing purpose, or we can push the same build to App Store for production purpose. So this one is the, for testing purpose, nowadays Apple is using the test flight concept. So this is nothing but what are the app we implemented, same application we can provide for testing. Once the QA team or testing team is review is done, then we can push the same build to production, is nothing but App Store. So that is the main advantage of test flight and app distribution. But I will give you one real-time example how we can use the app distribution and App Store, and how we can push the build to test flight. That is a different story. Okay, I will explain when the complete section, or sections is completed. So that time I will explain in this app distribution. Okay, and coming to next one, shift playgrounds. So this is, so we want to implement the some logic, some, I want to write the swapping of two numbers for my application. So that time we can write the some of the logic in the using the playgrounds. This is also is a some small type of compiler. So this is how many times of our code is executing, and this concept is very user friendly. How much, times our application, our statement is executing, that one we can easily see in the playground concepts. Okay. So next, when I'm explaining the variables, data types, so that time we can use the playground concepts. Okay. So mostly this is for, we can write the some real-time code. What is the real-time code? Real-time logic. That real-time logic we can write in the playgrounds. Okay. And next one, support for multiple platforms. So this Xcode will be supports for all the Apple products, is nothing but as an iOS, Mac OS, Watch OS, and tvOS. All what are the code we can write for same application for all the different uh, app platforms. Okay. So this is the main advantage of Xcode. Clear? Still have any questions? Please let me know, guys. Okay. So next one. So what is the language, commonly used in Xcode? In Xcode, they used two types of languages. One is Shift and the second one is Objective-C. Okay. So this is, so in this Xcode, we can write the syntax in Shift, and these are all the two languages. One is Objective-C and Shift. So this is older one. Nowadays, some of the people, some of the companies they are using, but nowadays everyone they are using this modern programming language. Why? Because in Objective-C, we are getting the some memory related issues, or so automatic referencing counting issues. So that type of we are facing the lot of issues in Objective-C. So that's why they are introduced one of the programming language is Shift. This is very user friendly, and compared to a little bit, faster compared to Objective-C. So Shift is more, is very lightweight files. So this will be execute the what are the our instructions that will be executed in very fast. Okay. Next. So okay. So what is the language we are using? Shift. So if you want to implement the UI, UI is nothing but a user interface. Nowadays, everyone using two tools. The one is UIKit and the second one is ShiftU Example. What is the mean? What is the purpose? Yesterday I given the some sample. Okay. So I'm giving the little bit detailedly what is the use of UIKit and what is the use of ShiftU Example and which applications we want to use it, and that concepts I will cover. Okay. So these are all both are these two frameworks will be you can implement iOS and Mac and watchOS and tvOS applications. So if you want to, I mean, only this UKit will works on this, not like that. So if you want to implement any Mac OS application, we can use the ShiftUA or we can use the UKit. But what is the difference? I will give the difference in next slide. So mainly this one is user friendly and this one is nothing but as a scripting. But once we have the knowledge on ShiftUA, so this is very easily you can write the syntax and that stuff. Okay, but both are very user friendly and we can differentiate the based on the requirement. What is, I mean, sometimes the UI representation wise, we can easily use these two tools. Okay. And next one, I'm giving a little bit of detail. What is the main advantage of UKit and Shift UKit? So UKit is nothing but as a Apple's holder. Okay. This one is mainly impacting on user interfaces, primarily used for iPad. I mean, iOS apps is nothing but iPhone and iPad OS and tvOS development. So this is, I mean, you can implement the Mac OS applications also. Okay. But this is introduced in 2008. And when the Apple products is launched, that time onwards, this one is using. So that's why we can call as in this one is very older. Okay. So next one is nothing but what are the key features of in this UI kit? So this is mainly depending on the view controllers. Okay, so what is a view controller and UI controller? So I will explain in detail in view controller lifecycle time. Okay, so this is mainly manually define and control each user interface. Okay, so system will be render the UI and what is the UI we want to managing the current state or like that. So that is the main advantage of UKit. And the next one, auto layout. So based on the screen resolution and the screen size, this will be automatically fitting the our UI. So in iPhones, we can rotate the, I mean, landscape mode and portrait mode. So some of the applications they want to, I mean, you can check video playing or gaming. That time, most of the applications, they will use the landscape mode. So that is called as an orientations. So that is also we can change the directions and the user interface based on the auto layout. This is a very fundamental thing if we are using the UI kit. So this one also we can cover how we can set the user interface based on the conditions. Okay. And next one is nothing but as a storyboard. So storyboard, we can maintain the all the view controllers in particular file. So for example, in login page, we have the different screens like login screen and forgot password screen and change password screen. So what are the screens we have? That screens we can maintain in particular storyboard. For example, I'm taking as in one example, login is my storyboard. In that login storyboard, we have the different pages. So login screen and forgot password screen and a reset password, something like that. So that all the screens we will use in these storyboards. Okay. And next one is nothing but as an XABase. In olden days, I mean, iOS applications is used XABase. XABase is nothing but is a also a interface builder. So this is also is type of one file. So this file also we can provide the constraints and that stuff. But what is the difference between this one and this one? Storyboards is a collection of view controllers, but XABC is only one particular view controller related to that XAB file. Okay. And next one is backward compatibility. So UKit will be, I mean, it's supporting so many long back. So I mean, it's introduced in 2008. So what are the applications is using? So the backward compatibility is also supporting for in this UKit. Okay, coming to next one, ShiftU Example. So ShiftU is nothing but as in something we can write through syntactical. I will give the one real-time example how we can write the coding using the UKit and how we can write the ShiftU Example. Okay, ShiftU also Apple's declarative framework, but this is introduced in 2019. Okay, but what is the mainly its will work is design and simplify the UI development across all the Apple platforms using the shift. So what is the main advantage? What are the writing the code you are writing, the same syntax you can copy and paste same element into the all the products like watch OS application. If you are implementing the code for Apple, I mean iPhone app, the same code we can copy and paste it into the watch OS or tvOS applications. So that is the main advantage of shift UI. And main advantage of this one, we can easily maintain the minimal code. So we can't write the so much of lengthy of code because in UKit based on the conditions, we need to adjust the UI. But this one is we can so much of minimal code, we can write the syntaxes. Okay. And this is the main key features of Shift UI. So this is also declarative programming. So it's automatically handling the our UI elements. So what is the difference between UI kit and Shift UI? So Shift UI automatically handles the code based on the state. Okay, but coming to UI kit is not handling the that is completely depending on the manually. So we need to give the our instructions based on the not depending on the state level. So that is the main disadvantage in UI kit. But if you are as a fresher or someone, so please start with UI kit. After that, you can jump into the Shift UI. But I will cover the two topics, Shift UI and Shift UI kit. But so main advantage of UKit and Shift UI based on the application integration wise, what are the requirements we have? So based on that, we can choose the UKit or Shift UI. Okay, and next one. So if you are writing the syntax, that will be automatically you can view in the preview screen. So yesterday we shown one sample example. So that will be automatically when you are writing the code, that will be automatically running and it will be showing the your UI into the in the previous screen. And next one is state driven. So if you want to use them in some of the programming language, they will use the test driven development. I mean, so they will into first implement the unit test cases or something. So and the next one, this is completely depending on the state level. So if the state is changed automatically, it will change the UI elements. So if the state will what is happening based on that automatically. So that's why it's called as an automatically hands the updating immediately. So that is the main advantage of state driven. Okay, this is the small example for shift. Okay, how we can write the syntax for one label. So we can declare the variable and this is the class. In this class, I can give the text as an label dot text. So this is the object. This is the variable declaration. But I will explain in detail and I am adding in this label into the view. In same way, we can create the one label using the shift UI. Okay, so how you can write, you can take the content view. In this content view already we have the view. So in this view, we can write the body inside of the body. So what is the text you want? You can write the text. So this body and view also both are same here. Okay, what is the text? And if you want to add the padding and that stuff, automatically we can give the syntax here. But here we can easily drag the element. You can write the syntax through like this. Clear? Any questions for right now? Anyone? So this is the fundamental difference between UKit and a ShiftU. So what are the concepts I explained in previous slides? So same thing, I am giving the some representation here in the table format. So this is programmatic style. So imperative step-by-step control, this is, but this is describes the UI in declaratively. So that is the user, in Shift UI. And the next one, this is state manage. So manually updates to our UI. So we need to write the syntax. Based on that, it will be automatically, not automatically. This one is the automatically updates our UI based on the state. So what is the state and how we need to use it in Shift UI? I will explain in further classes. Okay. And the next one is the fundamental thing, compatibility. So this one is using from since iOS 2 when it will be started. So from the onwards, it will be using UKit. But this one is introduced in iOS 13 and later. Nowadays, everyone is using the Shift UI. So some of the people they are using still using the UKit. And next one, what is the tools? So already explained storyboards and XABIS auto layouts for if you are using the UKit, we can implement using in this one. Okay. So storyboards is nothing but we can drag the element, you can give the constraints based on the constraints automatically that will be adjusted. But it's completely we can give the manual instruction. So in this time we need to hide and visible that type of. But this one is not like that. So it's purely depending on the state and it will be code automatically preview in the Xcode on. Okay. Next one, cross platforms. So mostly iOS and iPad, tvOS, but this one is using all the Apple platforms. Vision Pro, same code, we can use it and that one. So that is the main difference between this UKit and Shift UI. Okay. So learning curve wise, this is little bit more complex because we need to learn from the scratch. But this is simpler. Once you are learn in one label or something, so we can easily write the code for other apps as well. Okay. So if you want to implement the new applications, please choose the Shift UI. But already existing apps, you can use the UKit. So that is my suggestion. Clear? And is nothing but summary. Both are is nothing but as an Apple products. So you can use the based on the our requirement. Okay. If we are using the UKit, both are UI wise and reflection wise, nothing is changing. Okay. Just what are the syntaxes we are writing? So that one is different. And Shift AI, we can write the syntax is very less code. So that is a small difference. But both are iOS development, we can use it. Okay. But main difference may between you can learn both concepts, both frameworks, UKit and Shift UI, because some of the requirements they need some of the projects they need UKit, some of the projects they need Shift UI. But nowadays, 70% still they are using the UKit only. Okay. And any questions, guys? How much time we spend on UKits? Okay. So first, we can take one example using the UKit and we can take one example in Shift UI. So then we can easily understand or at least first 1 week we can give the example using the UKit. After that we can focusing on the Shift UI. Okay. But actually I will give the task. So based on the requirements, for example, I'm implemented the UI button. Okay. So same thing we can implement using the Shift UI. Okay. But first 1 week, I will main focus on UKit because some of the persons know about the how we can drag and what is the UKit and how we can create the labels and that stuff. So that's why first 1 week I will explain UKit. After that onwards, we can use the Shift UI. But we can learn both things, UKit and Shift UI. Okay. Any other questions? Okay. So just I will give some how we can use the uh, Xcode and what are the tools we have. Okay. So everyone able to see my screen, correct? So now I'm trying to create the new project. Okay. So what are the platforms we discussed? iOS and Mac OS and Watch OS, TV OS. Okay. This is related to Drive Kit. So Apple is providing the iCloud on that. So that type we can use the Drive Kit applications. Okay. These are all the different variant types of applications. So this is for app, this is for document type of application. This is type of gaming application, and this is for real-time augmented reality applications, and sometimes app playground, so sticker app. So these are all the automatically what are the syntaxes we have, so that code automatically it will be provided. For example, yesterday we created one project using the app. So today I'm trying to create one example with a document example. What is the advantage of this IDE? And here, so which one, if you want to choose it, for now I'm choosing the storyboard, and language is Shift. So just I'm creating the one example. So this will be automatically generating the some of the logic or code. So what is the type of document type applications means? Just I'm running in the simulator. This is called as an simulator. Today we covered simulators. So this one is the simulators. Which type of application? iPhone, if you want to use it, so that one you can easily select, and which operating system if you want, you can choose it. I didn't write single line of code. Okay. I created one sample project. So now you can see this is related to document type of application. Okay. So here we can add the functionalities, and you can see the icons and the recently shared and all the stuff it will be reflecting. So how you can determine? So this is the example document example project name we are giving. So what are the syntax? The project name is giving, it's taking as an title. For example, if you want to change the title or something, so this is the all the user interface here. Okay, it will be automatically taking the our project title. So where the project title, here you can see the project title or something. So this is the app name, what is the you are giving. So same thing it will be reflect. Okay, but we didn't write single line of code. So what are the requirements of our project? Based on that, we can create the template of our project. This is nothing but as a template because it will be automatically providing the syntax and everything. Okay. For example, I want to implement iMessage app. It will be automatically create the syntax, I mean, code and that stuff. If you want to implement as an Safari extension project. So based on that, we can implement. So what are the requirements? If you want, based on that, we can write. For example, I'm choosing the app. So I'm giving the some sample project to 3. The project is created. What is the project? I mean, what is this one and what is the use of this one and what is
Not
the,
I'm seeing the PPT, not seeing Xcode. Are you sharing something?
oh, sorry, I'm sharing Xcode on. I'm resharing again.
Yeah, now we are seeing Xcode.
Sorry. So I'm created the project also. 1 minute.
Okay.
So this is the document example project explained. Okay. So here we can create the new project from the here. So we can choose the which type of template we want. So different templates. Just now I explained the document type of app, document app. Okay, this will be looks like this one. So like this. If you want to implement our requirements and functionalities, so we can choose from here and we can add the functionalities and requirements. For example, they provided creation or something. So based on that actions, we can implement it from here. Just now created one sample project. So what is the purpose of this project? I'm explaining the what is this one and how we can run the code and what is the right side, that concepts I'm covering. So this is the project. What are the project we created? The project we can execute from in this Xcode. Okay. So if we are creating any project, so automatically that will be create the 2 files. The first one is our project folder and the second one is the Xcode project. If we want to open our project, okay, just for example, I'm closing this project. Okay, just I'm tapping in this project. So automatically it will launch the our project and it will show the project navigator and that stuff. It will be automatically opens the Xcode and what are the files we have, that files will be, we can see here. This is called as an project navigator. Still you are able to see my screen or not?
Yeah, I'm seeing Xcode. Yeah.
You can see able to see the Xcode. Okay, fine.
Yes.
So this is called as a project navigator. What are the files we have? All the files we can see from here. Okay. And next one, this is the source control. I mean, previously I mentioned gate repositories or source controls. What are the repositories we have? That repositories we can see the which branch we are working and where we are executing the code and that stuff. We can easily check it from in this source controller. And third one is nothing but if you want to use the some bookmarks for your code purpose, then you can use this bookmarks. And if you want to search the project, so for example, I'm checking app delegate in the entire project. So this will be automatically check the project in the, I mean, what is the syntax you are giving? It's easily check it and change. I mean, if you want to replace the code or something, we can use this replace or find. So this one is used for if you want to check the entire project, if the string is existed or not. Based on that, we can easily check it. So this is main purpose. If you want to see the which type of, I mean, in our project, which screen we have this string or something, we can easily identify using from in this finder. And third one, if you are getting the some errors or syntaxes, that one we can easily check it from here. And next one, so some of the projects they can use the testing purpose. We can write the text plan or something. So that one we can use from this one. Okay. And next one, this is if you are debugging our code and it will be showing how much memory it's occupying and that stuff it will be showing here. For example, I'm running this application. So it will be launched in the emulator and it will be, you can see the how much memory it's occupying and that stuff. Give me 1 minute, it's launching. You're able to see the emulator?
No, not it.
Not it. No?
Yes, I'm saying.
Yeah. So here you can see the memory, how much memory and how much disk size and what is the network size and all the CPU performance you can easily see from here. So once this application is launched, so you can easily see the here. So what is the device memory and how much it's compressing and how much it's using and how much time, I mean, what time it will be increasing and decreasing. That's type of, and you can see the, I mean, memory related, as I mean, last time I explained. So you can use the instruments for memory uses and that stuff. So you can hear if you're calling the any API calls, how much network call is calling, and that all the stuff you can see from here. Okay. And next one is most important thing. If you are debugging any application, is fundamental thing is breakpoints. So breakpoints is mainly useful for if you are giving the executing the code line by line or where the code is executing, we can easily check it using this breakpoints. For example, I am putting the breakpoints here and in the view controller. Just I'm launching the application again. See here what happened, the code will be start which syntax it will be executing from which line. So that will be, you can easily understand, okay, which line the code is executing. So I mean, where the issue you can easily identify using in this breakpoints. So here we have the functionalities. If you want to check it in, step out, and if you want to turn breakpoints, so like that. So next one, so we put it two breakpoints. One is in app delegate and second one is you did load. So this will be more when what is the main advantage of breakpoints? We can easily find out the where the code is executing and where we are finding getting the issue and that stuff. So debugging purpose, this breakpoints is more useful if you want to disable the debugging. So you can put it and can this is step out automatically. It will be launching and executing the code. But this is very, very important for if you are implementing. This is breakpoints is not for any, I mean, for iOS. This is useful for any type of applications like Java or .NET, okay, Python. So most of the everyone, they can use the breakpoints for debugging purpose. Okay, last one. So it will be is showing as an, so when will be the code will be executing if you are getting any issues, and the launching time we are getting that, and console what is the output if you want to print. So that type of, so this will be executing. Okay, so this is main focus is related to the project related. Okay, but I didn't explain much in this main body and right side attribute inspector. Okay, and bottom. So this is what is the use of console and how So this I will cover on next class. Okay. Why I'm explaining this one? So today we covered most of this stuff is in theoretical. So little bit you can easily understand what is the use of project navigator and that stuff. So that's why I explained in this concepts. And the next class onwards, I will give the examples using this. Okay. So today and yesterday I covered two topics. What is the mobile OS and iOS basics. Okay. I mean, I am not explained the MVC design pattern and application life cycles. I will explain the next, but mostly I covered in these three concepts. Okay. Anyone
Can
have
yeah, MVC design pattern, MVVM design pattern also, if you can include, if you can
Yes.
discuss
Yes,
projects.
I will give the real-time scenario. So what is the advantage of MVC and what is the use of MVVM? So for long-term, large type of applications, we can use the MVVM. If the application is very little small, 3 to 4 screens, we can use the MVC design patterns. Okay. I will explain the what is the how we can use the MVC design pattern and MVVM. I will explain it. Don't worry.
Thank you.
Okay. So this is the next syntaxes. So I will cover the all the concepts next class onwards. So what is the use of shift and how you can use the playgrounds and that stuff I will cover in next class. Okay. Today I covered basics and IDE. So what is the use of this? Clear?
Yes, it's clear.
Anyone have any questions? Please let me. Narasimha, we want to cover the OOPS concepts.
So I'm familiar with that. Maybe
Okay.
others require.
Saga, yeah, I'm that's why I'm cross checking with age. Saga, if you want, I will explain what the use OOPS concepts because these are all fundamental things. So if you want to implement any programming language, so these are all the structures and classes. OOPS concepts is fundamental thing. So that one we need to understand first. After that, we can focusing on the elements. But I will cover the data types first. So based on that, we will follow. Okay, that's fine. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. If you don't have any questions, tomorrow we don't have any class. So next class is on Monday.
Okay.
Okay. So Monday is same time. So anyone are interested, please pay the payment
Yeah.
and that stuff and process. So based on that, we will follow this. But we have another two demo classes. So, but I covered so much of stuff related to the what is the iOS and that stuff. Okay. So next time onwards, I will explain through Xcode only. Don't worry about it. Okay.
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 Thank you.
Thank you. Bye. For placements, currently no. Okay. So you can check with what is the contact details we have here. So you can check it. Okay. But placements, I'm not 100%. I'm not sure. If you are learn, we can. If you have any openings in my friends' companies or any my companies, I will refer. But placements, I'm not giving 100% sure. But if you learn, you can easily getting the opportunities because nowadays presently we are looking freshers also. If they have the at least 3 months of experience, we are providing the options as well for current organizations. But after 3 months, I'm not sure. But right now, we are looking for freshers. And my friend companies also, they are asking 6 months experience or 1 year experience they are expecting. Okay. first you need to learn the things. If everything is okay, means we can get good opportunity. Okay, Sagar? Okay. Okay. That's it, my guys. Thank you all. Happy weekend.